All right, hey everybody. I am Dr. Justin Ledesma. I am a spine surgeon here at Plano Orthopedics, and we are here today to go over part of our 30-day challenge. So if you did our previous month, that's awesome. If you're back for more, even better. But this month we are focusing on spine, hence why I am here to go over some of these exercises. If at all or any point during this little chat here, if you have done the exercises in the past or are interested in doing these, drop a little comment in the chat and let us know kind of what you think about them, or if you have any favorites or any suggestions for us. We'd be happy to hear from you. But like I said, I'm a spine surgeon, and as I'm sure anybody who is watching this right now or in the future has probably had at some point some element of back pain, and it's a very, very common thing that people have. Pretty much everybody will have it at some point in their life, and sometimes it can be pretty debilitating. So we're going to go over some exercises that are super simple that you can do every single day that can hopefully help with your back pain or help prevent you from getting back pain. So the first one here is called basically just a kneeling back extension. So if anybody's done yoga, you probably are familiar with this and have probably heard of it being called more of like a cat-cow type of stretch. But excuse me, basically you're on your all fours and you round your back up like this, kind of like if you look at a cat, and it can help extend and stretch out your paraspinal muscles in the back, which can oftentimes be quite tight and contribute to folks having some back pain. So doing this every day, we recommend at least doing it 10 times, so 10 repetitions every day. If you want to do it more than once a day, that's even better. You know, doing it in the morning when you wake up or before you go to bed, those are good times to try to squeeze some of these things in. But basically, doing this stretch and holding it for a few seconds 10 times a day is a good way to get started. The next one is a seated rotation stretch. So this one, a lot of times a lot of runners will do it, as you will see with the next one as well. But this one is done sitting down with one leg outstretched. So in the picture here you can see the right leg is outstretched. You take the left leg, cross it over the right leg, and then take your right arm and reach across and put it against your left knee and kind of twist towards the left. This will give you a good stretch in your obliques as well as the stretching of the IT band. You might feel or hear your back kind of pop when you do this. That's totally fine. That is normal. And holding this for 10-15 seconds and doing this twice on each side will be a really good stretch to kind of incorporate into your kind of everyday type of program for this back exercise program. And then the last one that we have in our set of 3 is a modified seated side straddle. So this one, again, super common for if you're a runner, you probably do this pretty regularly. But this one, again, is sitting down and you have one of your legs outstretched. You take your other leg and kind of bring the foot and place it on the inside of your outstretched leg. And then basically just reach forward. And this is a really, really good stretch for your hamstrings. Hamstrings can get really, really tight. And these can pull on your low back and really exacerbate or be a cause of a lot of types of back pain. So stretching out your hamstrings is super, super important. A lot of you may have difficulty reaching your foot. Don't worry about it, not a big deal. Reach as far as you can. If you only get to your hands to your knee, that's fine. If you get it further to your ankle, that's great. If you're able to get it to your foot, even better. But anywhere you can go is totally fine. And then you want to lean forward and try to bring your head or your face or your nose towards your leg. So again, towards your knee if you can. If you're more flexible, you may be able to get a little bit further, and that's great. If you want to modify this, one way you can do it is just grab an old t-shirt or a towel or a belt or whatever you have, and you can throw that over your foot or your shoe, and that can kind of help pull you forward. So you might be able to get a little bit more of a stretch doing it that way. And my guess is that if you do this starting today and this month and do it throughout the end of the month, that by the end of the month you'll probably be able to reach a little bit further. Maybe if you can only reach your ankle, you might be able to get to your foot, and you also will probably be able to get your nose a little bit further down towards your leg as your hamstrings stretch out. So this one we want you to do 10 repetitions on each side. Again, just reach forward, hold it for a few seconds. You'll feel that pull on the back of your leg. and then relax. Do that 10 times and repeat it on each side, and that will be another good stretch for you. Again, working more on the hamstrings. So if you've done any of these in the past, you can drop us a comment, or if you have any suggestions, we can always do with more suggestions. But these are real basic stretches that are easy to do. Take you 5-10 minutes to do these stretches, and can really hopefully provide you with some help in regards to your back. Aside from these stretches, other things you can do too. I really like yoga. I think yoga is a fantastic thing for people to do. You can see probably a lot of these stretches are you may see incorporated into kind of everyday yoga practices, but yoga is fantastic for flexibility, working on core and your back strength, all these types of things, which are really, really, really good for kind of overall long-term back health. So that's kind of it. Hopefully you guys will get involved and do this as much as you can. Again, just 3 simple exercises every day, 5-10 minutes. And if you have any questions or anything, you can always get in touch with us in the comments below or on our Facebook page, and we'd be happy to hear from you. Again, I'm Dr. Justin Ledesma, orthopedic spine surgeon here at Plano Orthopedics. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully you guys all have a good day.